Hi there, I'm Joey.
I'm Jacob.
And we are watching Star Trek for the first time. Last time on Star Trek.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for today, though.
I'll go ahead. Why?
Today we're watching an episode called Deja Q.
Deja Q?
Deja Q. Yeah, a Q episode.
Yes, another Q episode.
I can't not be excited for a Q episode. Here's the thing, though. The Q episodes kind of swing wildly between, like, just John Delancey fucking around for, like, 45 minutes straight and the deadly seriousness that was Q-Who.
I know, right?
So, I don't know what we're in for today, but I guess we're about to find out. We're going to get to post-episode thoughts in a second. Be sure to join us then. We're about to watch Deja Q. Oh, man, I love that.
That was good. That was real good.
That was great. I felt there were a couple of times, actually, when, I think because of the, metatextual nature of Q as a character, I'm pretty sure John Delancey is straight up commenting on some of the past troubles of the show. And I mean, there's definitely at least one direct call out. Yeah. Oh, I thought, like, there was one early on, and I can't remember the one early on that I definitely noted in my head, but I forgot to write down. But the one at the end, I loved it. He's like, "You weren't like this before the beard." I'm like, "Yeah, Riker was a totally different character before the beard. This is absolutely true."
Yes, that is absolutely correct.
But man, there was another one, and now I can't remember what it was. That I just felt like was very like metatextual, like Q commenting on some like production troubles the show had. Oh, it was something towards Crusher. What does he say about Crusher? I forget.
Oh, that you were after being shipped off to exile.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, which is great. I love that. I love that we have a character that can just come in and fuck around like that. But also, in its own way, really have something to say about our characters. We have yet another Data episode, essentially.
Yeah, this is a pretty straightforward Data episode when I get down to it.
Yeah. It's a great Data episode. I really do love this for Data's character. I was genuinely moved by the laughing at the end. I thought that was just a fantastic little to give Data a gift to give him in the end. But man, the fact that my first note of this episode, I think, really set the bar for what this was going to do. My first note literally just says John Delancey ass, and I think that's it. That's the episode, essentially, because there's a brief second where you see John Delancey's ass as he's falling to the ground, and I'm surprised that aired, actually.
A little bit,
1990,
yeah.
I'm surprised that aired. For Star Trek, that is. Yeah. There are just so many great lines in this episode, though. I quoted a couple. I know there was. I think the lead into the one Worf line that I loved was when Q was like, "If there's anything I can do to prove myself to you," and Worf just says, "Die." And God, I loved probably my favorite Q line in this was, "This is getting on my nerves now that I have them."
Yes,
which is fantastic.
I really like that the premise is Q has been rejected from the
Q continuum.
Yeah, the Q continuum.
Yeah.
And he spends 90% of the episode going, no, I'm actually just Q, and everyone goes, sure.
Yeah, no, but honestly, like, I mean, it's one of those things where you can recognize TV tropes. Like, yeah, of course, we, the audience, can tell that he is actually human. But watching him prove that does get a little tedious if I have to, like, levy any sort of criticism towards this.
I think there's too much time spent actually on that particular point.
Yeah. Once he gets out of the cell, I think there's a great little moment. Like, that's when I think the pace kind of picks back up. But before that, it's a lot of, like, oh yeah, sure, yeah, you're human, Q, whatever. But it does lead to that fantastic scene, though, with Guinan, where she just stabs his hand, which I thought was great. Whoopi Goldberg in this episode, not nearly as much as I had imagined she would be.
A lot of great lines for her to chew on, though.
Oh, yeah. She gets a fantastic moment. Probably one of her best moments in the entire show so far. Really love her scene with Q there. But I do wish there was a little bit more. I do love sort of the growing pains of Q being human, though. I love the back pain thing, or I loved the bit when he was talking to Picard about falling asleep.
Yes, that was quite funny.
Yeah, just a lot of little fun things. You could just tell, like, a lot of care was put into, like, not just, like, giving John Delancey great material, and they gave him so much great material, but also really just, like, putting a lot of thought into, like, what this would be like for this extra dimensional character.
And they make the fairly smart and obvious choice to pair him with Data, who wants to be more human. Q would rather be anything but human.
Yeah.
And we reach this really interesting compromise of character ideals.
Yeah, I love the scene when they're repairing Data, and Q gets that great little speech towards him where he's like, oh god, it starts with him saying that
that there were other species, other races that would be like,
yes,
like they would think you are the perfect being.
Yeah. And he says, like, and the speech ends up with him saying, like, you are a better human than me, if nothing else, you know. And I really love that. I feel like just this genuine sense of kinship between those two characters now. Previously, the only time that we had really, like, I mean, there's the general vibe he brings to the Enterprise, which is annoyance.
Right.
But as far as, like, individual character arcs that he's had with people on the Enterprise, it's just hiding Q with Riker, and most of season 1 has just been wiped from the memory of our characters, aside from Q, it seems.
Aside from Q,
I do kind of like that idea as well. That season 1 just got wiped from our characters' memories, and Q is like the only one that retains the knowledge of what they were all like before.
I also did like the episode starts with Q. He's shown up. He's naked, and Picard is sending his Starfleet report. It's like Kirk back in TOS. It's like, you gotta just imagine, they're like, who the shit is Q?
Right, he's making his captain's log, and he's like, Q is like, what the fuck is Q? We don't know what Q is. You're the only one that ever talks about a Q, Picard. It's very funny. Oh man, I did love the other Q too. We see, I have Q squared in my notes.
Q squared, I like that.
Q times Q. Another Q from a Q continuum. I really loved. I didn't look at the actor that played him. I loved his performance there.
Yeah, he was really good.
Yeah, whereas like we often get the sense that like Q is constantly jumping in and out of like human form, but like fuck with people, mostly the Enterprise.
Yeah, mostly the Enterprise.
I kind of got this is like the first time that he was ever like in a human form, when he was like kept like looking at his
he was looking at his body.
Yeah,
He's like, ugh.
Yeah. Very fun scene. I like that we actually take that, and Q, importantly, Q's charm isn't just that he's a funny, annoying character to come and fuck with the Enterprise every now and then, and he's played by John Delancey, and he's wonderful. It's that there is something to say about the character as well. In a scene like this where like he actually does start to kind of grow to care about these guys.
I mean, he was going to selflessly let himself be taken by another race that I can't remember the name of.
Yeah, but
because there was otherwise going to destroy the Enterprise.
There could be this layer to it though, that I part of me did kind of get the sense that he knew that a genuinely selfless act would potentially get his powers back. Maybe that's definitely a possibility. Q could think that because there's that moment where he's like all cocky towards the other Q at the end. He's like, it was rather selfless, wasn't it? You know, like I kind of got the sense that he knew that doing this would get his powers back. But who knows? Who knows? It's certainly a possibility. But part of me would like to believe that we're actually like saying something a little bit more about the character, and that he does start to care. Also, the mariachi band scene. That's about kind of my last note. I just, I mean, what's not to love about that?
I mean, how else would Q show up back with his powers?
He's so happy. He's just so happy, and I love it. But yeah, oh god, what a scene, or what an episode in general.
Yeah, an episode. Good episode.
Yeah, great episode. We are officially halfway through the season. We have 13 episodes left. 13 down, 13 to go. Entering the back half next time. I guess we'll see what it's all about. Be sure to join us next time when we continue Star Trek: The Next Generation. Until then, this has been Joey Morgan.
I'm Jacob.
Goodbye.